Aries, hello, how are you? Aries, my name is Antoine, and I want to welcome you to your love messages for the end of July of 2022. These messages will cover roughly the 21st through the 31st for all placements of Aries, including the Aries lover if you're in the house. Now, y'all know how I likes to get down. We're going to go ahead and use the Golden Soulmate Oracle, which is combined with the Golden Twin Flame Oracle. And then we'll use the Golden Art Novo Tarot to clarify around it. These messages are general, and if it doesn't resonate, then please don't force the message, okay? Feel free also to comment in the comment box below how everything is resonating to you, okay? Messages for Aries, love, romance, and relationships for end of July of 2022. Excuse me, y'all. Messages for Aries. Okay. Retreat. All right, Aries. And then under the deck, we have forbidden fruit. Oh, get your ass from around there, Aries. No, 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 no. Get from around there. Yeah. You're looking at your watch, right? You thinking it's time. Oh, yeah, it's time to go. That's the energy. Let me tell you what this feels like. This feels like, Aries, some of you may be confronted by temptation. Okay, so you may be put in a situation this time frame. You may be put in a situation where I don't know. Many of you may be coming into close proximity with someone that you really shouldn't have no business messing with. Now, whether that's you are in a connection and then this person is like, the temptation, or, you are the temptation for someone who's in a particular type of situation. And I'm not saying that you will mess with this person. I'm just saying that there's an opportunity to. Many of you will quickly recognize that and then just get out of there. Like, that's the energy that I feel for sure. So for many of you, it's like depending on how it resonates to you, you could be the one in a connection with someone, but then are, for whatever reason, being put in a situation where you have to, be like, hey, let me back away from this because I don't want no smoke. You know what I'm saying? With my partner back. You know what I'm saying? Back home. But then others of you, if you're single, I feel like you could be connecting with somebody who really is actually forbidden fruit. And once you really like see them for who they are, you'll be able to do the same thing. Like, let me get from Breck around here. You know what I mean? Like, that's the energy that I feel there, Aries, for sure. I'm going to go ahead and keep going with this particular energies here. So if you feel like this is something that you cannot connect with, then I definitely understand. And I do appreciate your time. For everyone else, we're going to go ahead and move right on forward. And so let's get this clarified. All right, Aries, let's get one more shuffle. And then we'll move along. All right. Ooh. Okay, the Ace of Coin, the Ace of Pentacle. All right, what else? Okay, we have the Queen of Cups. Okay, the Ten of Wands. Ooh, okay. Nine of Pentacles. Okay, yeah. Aries. Yeah, for many of you, I feel like this is where some of you, but I feel like majority of you are like already single and you feel like you are making a good connection. But I think that there's something that this Queen of Cups, with this Queen of Cups energy, I feel like there's something that this person is not letting you know. This person is not telling you something, Aries, okay? But you feel it. And I think that's part of the reason why you're even like, all right, it's time for me to back up. Okay, because you see kind of the baggage that they're coming with here with the Ten of Wands energy. All right, everything kind of they present themselves to be some sort of opportunity, some sort of prize, something that you should feel like you actually should, you know, gravitate to. You know what I mean? And okay, yeah. So you connect with them, and you do, but then it's always just something about them that your intuition is like trying to like tap you on the shoulder about. You know what I mean? But there is something that they keep hidden about themselves, but I think that you sense it, Aries. You understand what I'm saying? And it has something to do with the baggage, right? Because it's like you're kind of, there's parts of them that they come with that they can't necessarily hide, right? And those are things like, I don't know, kids or whatever. I mean, well, people can hide some kids now. So let me not say that because y'all, all right. But there are things that this person comes with that you will be able to see, but understand that it runs a lot deeper is what I guess is what I'm getting at. And it's those parts. It's the below the surface parts, right? It's like an iceberg effect. You can see some of the things that they're coming with and you're like, okay, well, I can deal with that. But of course, all of those things come with things, and you know there's more of it that you can't see. But there's something about maybe the way that they're acting that makes you feel like there is something, but like that's what's got your intuition tingling here. And then this Nine of Pentacle energy for me as a potential outcome in the future, Aries, I just see you continuing to carry on with your independence or singledom. Okay. Or if for many of you, if you're in a situation, um, then if you're already connected into a situation, then it gives me the feeling that for many of you, um, whoever you're dealing with, ugh, I hope they don't take the bait, but they could possibly, and you could possibly be in the future moving towards, your own singledom. Okay, but anyway, let's look under the deck here. Yeah, the Queen of Wands. Oh yeah. Oh, somebody is really trying to seduce whoever you are with, Aries. Um, and so it's time for them to like get out of there for real. You could be the one getting seduced, either by uh, someone who is in a situation, or you being in a situation yourself. You could be getting seduced by someone else. In either case, this person is really like charming, and this person is, it's like, it's not even just charming. It's like this person is just very much the presence or the essence of like, a total package. Like they have a lot of confidence. They're seemingly secure, right? But in all actuality, you really don't have no business talking to this person, okay? For whatever reason that I just mentioned. So let's go ahead and continue to clarify. Okay. All right. So we got the Ace of Swords. Okay. See, okay. Spirit is, I hear Spirit talking to me already. It's like I'm hearing, it's like they'll be upfront about some things. Remember how I said they'll be dealing with a lot? They do come with a lot of baggage. I feel like they'll be upfront about some things. Some things you will be able to see, but are they telling you everything though? You know? All right, let's keep going. They're not. And it feels like even some stuff, like they probably would have never told you if you hadn't asked. Which I know, of course, getting to know someone, you ask them questions, right? Of course. But what I see is you actively trying to ask certain questions to gain knowledge, okay? And you do get a certain degree of knowledge, but I feel like for many of you, it's your own intuition that kind of makes you have to fill in the gaps of the information of the things that they're not telling you. You understand what I'm saying? Because they're presenting themselves to me. I see them as presenting themselves to be, like this Ace of Pentacles. In a way, it's like the sun. The Two of Wands. Okay. So this is where in the moment there's like some initial interest, or as you're beginning to gain more clarity, either through reading between the lines of what they're not telling you, or just, listening to your intuition. I think that this is where here in the moment you start to see, okay, well, what are the other options do I have for myself? I could continue to go on in this connection, whether I'm innocent in this connection or not. I can continue to move forward here in this connection, or I can, take the next step here, which, like I said, for many of you, it may be to either remain independent and single, or to choose to become independent or in single, uh, breaking out of this situation. And I do feel like it's a little bit of hesitation here. That's like, I don't know, maybe you've been very, very patient up to a certain point, and it's just like, okay, you fear that you've had to come, you fear that you've had to come to a point to where it's like, all right, I hate that we had to get here, but I got to do this. I got to back out. I got to, because you ain't no good, or at least you ain't no good for me. You understand what I'm saying? So, all right, let's go ahead and continue here. The Nine of Swords. Yeah. The Nine of Swords, I see it in diagonal here with the Retreat card and the Page of Swords. hmm Listen, I feel like once you found out the information that you needed to find out, of course, it made it like the only thing that made sense was to have to back out and, to have to go back to square one, which is starting over, you know. But at the same time, I feel for many of you Aries, it's like you could be in a position to where it's just like, okay, well, dang, like, all right, what's going on now? Like, it's almost like there's stress and anxiety over maybe, you know, the next person that you're going to get involved with. Or it's like a general maybe anxiety or sadness over the fact that this situation didn't work out because, again, somebody wasn't being honest about their situations and their dealings. Okay? Yeah, we got the Five of Wands here. So I'm seeing that, like, for many of you, you're feeling a lot of conflict within yourself, which is generating this sadness or this depression, maybe even, or this anxiety. Because yet again, you've had to back out of a situation because either somebody else was already involved somewhere else, or probably the person that you may have been already dealing with, they were also entertaining other situations that they weren't telling you about. Okay? So I just feel like there's like an added layer of drama because of this forbidden fruit energy. If this was just you wanting to retreat because of, if this was you wanting to back out of a situation just because of other things, I would just say that this was just be a normal little thing. But, well, I don't know. In today's society, third party situations has become somewhat normalized too. So, and that's the point. It's like we shouldn't be desensitized to that stuff, but here we are. But anyways, this forbidden fruit actually adds this layer, this extra layer of drama here with the Five of Wands, because this is starting to play on your own esteem now. It's starting to play on your own self-esteem even. But I tell you what, I know that you're better off single and independent versus then taking on an energy of someone who has like all this extra baggage. And it seems like the more you find out, well, of course, the more you find out about this person, you know, the heavier those bags get, of course. But, you know, every time you turn around, this person is dealing with something, or this person can't devote the certain time to you now because they got all this other baggage and stuff that they have to pay attention to. So see, you're looking at your clock like, I'm tired of being number two, or I feel like I'm number two when I shouldn't be, you know? So Aries, let me know what's going on in the comment box below, you guys. This was a messy one. It's a tough one, I'm not gonna lie, but I understand that this is a situation that somebody might be dealing with. So let me know what's going on. Thank you so much for your time. I do appreciate it and value it. You guys make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel. And hopefully I'll get to see you all in the next message. Take care, Aries. Bye.